Alright, what's good guys? We're back with this first tutorial video, and this is actually going to be a David Blaine little double lift video. I don't know if you guys have seen David Blaine's double lift, his street magic videos, but his street magic is pretty crazy. So we're going to go over one of the most simple but also one of his most used and his most, like, I would say the one that he's really mastered, which is going to be the double lift. And I'm obviously not quite as good as David, but in this tutorial video, I have a recorded video, and I do some pretty good ones. I do some decent ones, and I'm going to go through a lot of the strategies and ways you can do the double lift and make yours better, maybe. Just a bunch of ways to improve on all of the double lifts. So this is going to be the first tutorial of many, and I am going to be start doing a bunch of different types of videos on this channel to see what's going on. Sorry about that, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first tutorial. And this 9-minute video on my phone took a long time to figure out how to get to my PC, but we figured it out eventually. And yeah, here's this video for you guys, so enjoy and let's get to the cards in hand. I think we're looking good. We're gonna start with this first tutorial of actually one of my favorite things to do to people that don't know anything about Magic. But you'll show them that their top card, you'll just say the top card is theirs, and you're going to put it about halfway in the deck or so. Show them about halfway. Obviously, you don't flash it, and I just tell them it's an illusion or something, and I do that, put it back on top. And obviously, what I do next is I do watch David Blaine a lot, so I'll tell them I'm about to put it in the middle of the deck. I'll slide it back here. I'll fool their head, and come over again, it's always there. I'll show them it's always there. And I'll even do it one more. I like to do the bend thing. I don't know if you guys have seen where David Blaine bends it, but he does that, and I love that one where you snap and it pops to the top. But I'll keep the card up there all the time. All right, now I don't know what you guys think, but I think David Blaine's double lift is 100% the most convincing. He does it on live talk shows with live cameras just zoomed in on his hands, and he'll do it a couple times in a row. He is super confident with it, and I've been getting better at it, David Blaine's version, because he really doesn't master it. But I'll tell you what it is, guys. It is a lot of feel and just practice. This trick is one of the starter tricks, and honestly, first I'm going to go over what not to do on double lifts. I see a lot of really bad double lifts that make it just super obvious and unnatural. Unnatural is not what you want for a double lift. You don't want to be grabbing like this, like for like a couple seconds, trying to feel where you're at, and then flip it over, and it doesn't look natural. Nobody does that. And the way David Blaine does it is he literally just comes in so smooth, and I kind of messed that up, but it's, you want to be smooth with it. You want to look natural. And the way I used to do it before I really even tried to learn the David Blaine method, because it's a little bit harder, but I would just come back here, and if you guys want to do this, it works as well. You can come back here and get a break. You can get a two card break and get a pinky break for whatever. And then what I'll do here is I'll hold that pinky break, and I'll just hold the cards down like whatever, like talk or something, do something like this. And then I'll come in with my thumb behind, grab it, and I'll do the same thing, and then put it down, and I do it like that, and it works pretty good. But sometimes people notice, and also I've noticed sometimes when I just do it like that, my cards don't seem to be exactly flush every time. And when I pull it off the David Blaine way, sometimes it'll literally take me a couple tries. But honestly, I think it's okay if it looks more natural like this. And that was actually horrible that you saw. But the way you want to do it is, first of all, this area right here is very important, because that's where this corner of the cards are going to sit and also rotate off of, right? So that's what David Blaine does, and that's what a lot of people do for double lifts. But David Blaine does it really the best, but he really does that every single time. And so you want to hold the cards in there, and the pointer finger is actually more important than you'd think, holding it down and holding the cards tight again. And you want to get that thumb feel, and you kind of want to get that thumb feel for the cards, but you're also back here kind of holding cards and resisting cards, so that while you're pushing, so these are the top two, and then what I'm going to do with the top two when I see them is I'm going to come down with my middle finger and make sure this is hitting good, but I'm going to come down and pull them together, because if they're a little bit separated, you can come down and pull them like that and they'll be right together, and then maybe push them back up for a second and grab them again. But there's a lot of ways to do it for a lot of different scenarios, but you can grab it with, I think the middle finger is definitely the best, and then you come around with the thumb, grab it with the thumb here and rotate with the thumb, come around with the pointer, and slipped up a little there just because I'm doing it slow and I'm used to doing it quick, but I like to pop it and kind of make that noise, and then maybe grab the 9, grab the edge of it there. I'm kind of doing it a little bit sloppy for you guys right now because I'm trying to look at the camera, but I can't really think of any more tips for this. All I would say is sit in your room and literally practice this. Start with this right here. Start with just pushing the cards over with your thumb. Try a couple different grips maybe. Try pushing with your thumb a couple different ways. Just try them face up because it might be easier to see, but once you get it, try to do it like that. Try it with a knot. See the 9, put it in there. Maybe go try it with your parents. That's what I did first, and they are actually amazed the first time I did it because I walked up to them with a pinky break and I said, look, we're just going to use the top card, and there it is, queen. You say stop, blah, 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 queen. Now, another way I like to do this is I'll have the queen, and then I'll shuffle the deck up. I'll do a couple quick shuffles maybe. I'll do maybe even some more. And honestly, even if you drop the deck, it doesn't really matter, but oh, even if there's a couple upside down ones, huh? Oh wow, yeah, I really messed that up. But the thing is, this is all misdirection because yeah, the queen's still there. Let me pick these cards up real quick. Wait, where'd they go? Wait, did I actually not even drop any? Oh, it went down here, that's why. Okay, we only dropped one. It was a oh wait, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. The David Blaine double lift. We'll do the 8 of clubs. Wait, what? Turn into a queen. Oh, you can fool anyone with this. Now, there's a lot of variations you can do. There's a lot of different tricks you can do with this. There's so many things you can do with this. I personally like to do a false shuffle, and then this is what I'll do. I'll have their card on the top. I'll control their card to the top, and then what I'll do is I'll do a double lift. I'll show them. I'll be like, okay, I know your card's not on the bottom, and I know it's not on the top, but we're going to use the top card, and then I'll hand them their top card, hand them their card without them knowing, and have them like put their hand on it or something, and then I'll just grab the next card and like wave it over, and or do like a little slide. I don't know. I'll do some random thing, and then it'll be their card, and it'll be like, what? It's crazy. But yeah, that's the tutorial for today, guys. Sorry my cardistry is not the best. I can do this little false cut too. I messed it up. Don't worry about that. Okay, one last time. We'll do one more little David Blaine double lift, 2 of spades, and put that in the middle. Bing. All right, now another one that he does, honestly, I'll do it really quickly because it's kind of cool. I'm not sure exactly how he does it. I do need to learn it, but he'll put the 2 about halfway. He'll actually take this off and show you that it's really in the middle. Then he'll push that in. He'll even show you he'll push that in, and then, but what he does actually is he'll put it in this pile. He goes, I'll go about halfway down here, about 12 down, and I'll go even farther. I'll go down here, another 10 or so, and so it's really deep down in the middle of the deck somewhere, but really it ends up on the top. And that's the one that I couldn't figure out how he got the double lift in the middle looking so smoothly, but that's how he does it. He gets a double lift in the middle, and then he pushes just the top card, which is the false card, in here. And then so here's the card you want, and he pushes the false card in here, and then he puts all that below, and he all turns it sideways to make it look like kind of, you know, just little mind games, and then that card's actually right up top, I think. But then what really confuses me is then he does something else where it seems like it's at the second position. So I don't know how he gets in the second position after that. David Blaine is, I know how to do a lot of his tricks, but a lot of him are insanely good, and his body tricks are insane. But if you guys enjoyed the video, I've kind of been rambling at this point, but I just want to get this tutorial done. So if you learned anything, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching.
Fuck it.